Okay, the next tip I want to give you is the activity level that is required of you. Before I give you the exact strategies, the calls, the letters, the emails, the links, what are you going to say? Look, I got to get your thinking right here. You know what the attitude is, right? Give. Now I need to get your activity level way high. Attitude and activity are completely different activities, okay? Attitude is how I'm going to approach somebody. Activity level is how much push. Most people hate prospecting. You know why? Because they never do enough of it. You prospect once or twice, give out 1 card or 2 cards, nothing's going to happen. Most people hate work because they don't work enough. You only work enough for it to feel like work. I work so much, it feels like prosperity, okay? Marriages fail because people don't invest enough energy, creativity, and time in them. And the marriage fails. The marriage wasn't failing when it was just a relationship. You were all excited about her. She's all excited about you. You guys are creating all the time. Activity level's way high. See, the activity level I'm suggesting here goes back to what I was talking about earlier. 4 levels of action. What are they? 0 action, retreat, average, and then there's Big Daddy, monster, massive amounts of outflow. Look, if this is going to exhaust you, oh my gosh, I don't know if I can do all this work. Look, it's work to stay poor. Okay, I'll give you a little tip here. Promise you, from personal experience, I've been poor and I've been on the other side of poor. It takes as much energy to stay poor as it does to get rich. It's just work, either way. Okay, and it's way more work than you think that's required in the marketplace and in many more variations than you might be thinking with. So not only are we going to take activity, like lots of activity like this, we're going to take lots of activity wide. Remember 4 actions: 0, retreat, average, and massive. Stop now and just ask yourself, what level are you operating at right now? 0, retreat, average, or massive? Great. Look, you never want to depend on any one thing for anything, right? I don't buy 1 house and rent it out. I'd buy 300 units and rent them out, because if they go vacant 20%, I still got 80%. If you got 1 house to rent, they move out, you're 100%. Never depend on one activity. Not 1 phone call, not 1 email, not 1 letter, nothing. Never depend on ones. You want to depend on massive. Massive is the only way to play the game and the only way to expect to win. So I want you to think in tens, okay? 10's a good number. Think in tens. 10, 10, 10. 10 targets. Hey man, I'm going to go after a business. No, you're going to go after 10 businesses. Then we're going to create 10 mailers for those businesses. You with me? There's going to be 10 businesses, and I'm going to send out 10 pieces of mail. And then I'm going to do 10 visits. And then I'm going to do 10 emails. And then I'm going to do 10 posts about how great those 10 businesses are. Okay, you're talking about massive levels. Never do anything in ones. That's the warning here. Think about beating something to death. I want to beat it to death. Okay? I want to just beat it relentlessly. Pound it, pound it, pound it. Oh my gosh, I don't know if I can do this. Look, if you're experiencing that, let me tell you why you're experiencing it. Because you live in America. It's a soft country right now. We're soft. We're not taught how to work. We're taught how to go to school, sit in the chair, listen. Dude, you got to beat it to death if you want it. You want your own economy? You want to take care of your kids, your family, your future? You want your own business? Look, plan on beating it to death. 10x. Whatever you think is necessary. All things that are powerful, all things in life that are powerful have repeated action. From sports to rap music to movies to Walt Disney. Repeated actions for what? 50 years? Walt Disney's been opening that theme park up every day. Every action has to be followed up with repeated actions. It's interesting, somebody was reading my book, The 10X Rule, and they're like, you always use the word actions. And I'm like, man, I'm glad you noticed that. Most people haven't noticed it. It's actions, not action. So here's a little drill so that you understand what 10X looks like. This is what I want you to do right now. I want you to take 10 businesses. Maybe you got it off your list. I want you to take 10 businesses within a 10-mile radius of your company. Good, you got it? Great. Now I want you to send each of those 10 businesses a letter. I don't care what it says. Hey, boo-boo. Hi, Grant here. I don't care what the letter says, okay? I'm doing this. I want you to write those 10 letters right now. Then what I want you to do is I want you to get an email from those companies, and I want you to send 10 emails out to each one of those people. You're going to do this right now as soon as this segment finishes, Okay? Then I want you to find out a Facebook page for each of those 10 businesses. Look, if they're in business, they got a Facebook page. Or they're going to be going out of business. Okay? So I want you to then post on these 10 businesses something about them. If they don't have a Facebook page, see if they got a Twitter account. And I want you to post on their Twitter account or their Facebook page. You with me? Then I want you to do one more thing. I want you to make a short video to each one of those 10 businesses. Hey, John, Grant Cardone, I'm 2 miles from your office. I'm in the area. I just moved here. I do this or do that. I want to come by and meet you. And I want you to blow out those 10 videos. Then I want you to set a time on your calendar to make a personal cold visit to all 10 of those businesses. You're going to do that when this stops, okay? Just imagine if you did that every day. This is the kind of activity expectation level you need to operate with. This is what your family needs to see you doing every day. This is what makes you unique and valuable in the marketplace. And this applies to anything in life. Look, if you're not 10Xing, you're just another guy. Just another gal that's at risk in this economy. You got a 10X. And if you're not on my 10X program, we have it in audio and book. Get on that program. It'll get your mindset. So this is what you're going to do when you end here. I'm going to go off this video here, okay? And I want you to turn it off, and I want you to write down the 10 letters, the 10 emails, the 10 posts, the 10 videos. Oh my gosh. That's what we're talking about.